On the bench today, we got the new claw hammer tires from Little Guy Racing Parts. This is the newest in their 1-inch tire lineup and features the same NL4 competition rubber used in the Black Label tires. These things look great, and from the footage I've seen online, looks like they perform excellent too. So we're going to jump in, we're going to check them out. We'll do some size comparisons. We're going to throw them on the build like we got here, and then we're going to hit the indoor course, hopefully hit the rocks, weather permitting, and we'll see how these things do. Right, let's check out the claw hammer tires. These are a nice looking tire, really aggressive tread here. It's going to be kind of a tall, square edged profile. Got these real sharp lugs going around the sidewall. Thing I noticed that the sidewall lugs, not only are they really aggressive on the outside of the tread here, but they also extend down into the sidewall of the tire. I imagine we're going to get some really good grip there along the side. It's a non-directional tread design. Size on these is 63 millimeters tall, 20 millimeters wide, still rocking the 1-inch wheel. So these are actually going to be a more narrow tire, very similar size to the Black Labels that came out recently. We'll do some size comparisons in a minute. These are running the same awesome compound, the NL4, that the Black Labels run as well. This compound is just super soft and extremely grippy. Look at that. Almost have to peel the thing apart. Extremely sticky. That insert is very soft, and if it is indeed the same softness that we've got in the Black Labels, we're likely going to get some pretty significant body roll. So you can see that insert is really soft, and you get that on a heavier rig, we might get some fold there. We'll see when we get it out on the course. But first impressions, at least visually, I really like the look of these tires. They feel great as well. So let's do some quick size comparisons here. Here we are against some of my other favorite Little Guy Racing Parts tires. We've talked a lot about the Black Labels. Here we are against the Black Labels. So you can see very similar size. They are just slightly narrower than the Black Labels. On paper, it's just 1 millimeter difference in the new claw hammers, but they look, visually at least, they look more narrow than that. Height-wise, virtually identical, and again, they have a very similar profile with that square-edged look. Look at them against the Trencher. The Trencher is a little bit taller here, similar width on the Trencher. Trencher, again, maybe slightly wider, but boy, it's noticeable when you feel the Trencher compound versus this NL4. Night and day difference. Look against some of the old favorites here. Here we have a Swamp King. So you can see the Swamp King is much wider than this one. OG Trail Kings. Similar height to the Trail Kings, but again, much narrower. But overall, good looking tire. I'm actually going to put it on this truck right here that is rocking the Trail Kings. This is a TRX 4M build that I just did, and I found with the Trail Kings on here, seems to be struggling on the indoor course. So I really want to determine if it's the tires that are holding this thing back. It'll be a good opportunity to test the new claw hammers, because I felt like I was slipping and lacking grip on the indoor course, specifically with the Trail King tires. So I'm anxious to see if these new ones show some measurable improvement. But nonetheless, I'm going to get these mounted up on some wheels. We'll throw them on the build, and then we'll see them in action. Here's the claw hammers all installed on the truck. Great looking tires. They look better on the wheels and on the build than they do in the package, I think. The tread design, seeing it on the truck, it's got kind of a spiky, really aggressive look to it. They feel excellent. They're super soft. Do get that fold with the sidewall. You see that? I'm a little bit concerned with the insert and how much body roll we're going to get with these tires. This chassis is the DBR Chassis Dynamics King Snake chassis built around a TRX 4M. We got a Gap Hill Speed Shop hard body here. But I dig this build a lot, so let's get this on the course and see how these tires do on the indoor course. It's been snowing a lot here. I'll get this outside if I can. We might have to do a part 2 when I can get this out on the rocks, but we'll try it on the indoor course nonetheless. Okay, here we are on the indoor course. We'll try it out on a bunch of different terrains indoors and then hopefully get outside. Boy, they look good. This truck is whiny. I think I got to get my gear mesh straightened out when I put this together. First run ever with these things. You can see they're picking up a bunch of debris. Getting a little bit of wrinkle there in the sidewall. So far gripping really well. Come into the canyon. Seems like the styrofoam is where the previous tires seem to struggle, so we'll see. great grip up the canyon, no problem at all. So we get a little bit of sidewall fold here off the off camber, not bad. We get a little bit of roll there on the rear. Let's drop down into Mini Moab. And Mini Moab is where we really struggled with the Trail Kings on here prior. I'm going to try to creep it first, let those tires grip. Much better, significantly improved there. Still pushing off to the side. I wonder if I can grip those sidewalls they can hold. Oh, I don't dare push it any further. I feel like the sidewalls were going to grip there, but I didn't want to run it off the side. Oh, I thought we had it. This section is so challenging lately. Oh, look at the lugs. Those things are hanging on for dear life. Oh. Yep, pushed it too hard. I thought it could stick, but we'll see. We'll try a different approach here. Oh, man, I should have done that in the first place. Just walked right up that line. No problem. Let's try some side hill, see if we can point out that body roll, if there's that flex that I'm talking about. They hold their shape pretty well. I'm getting some fold there. Not as bad as I was expecting, however. They do hold their shape pretty well. We'll try Hell's Gate. Boy, night and day improvement. Huge improvement over the Trail Kings that were on here prior. Boy, it really goes to show how important your tire choice is for your truck. I haven't changed anything on this except for the tires. The wheels are the same brand, same weight and everything, so that's a non-factor, but huge improvement with these tires here. We got a $16 swap for these tires and it made a huge difference. So just so important to grab the right tires. Otherwise you're leaving untapped performance on the table. I would have gone after a whole bunch of other things with this chassis, trying to sort out the issues that I was having, but tires are going to fix it all in one shot. Alright, on the indoor course they do really well. I would dare say they do as good, maybe even a little better than the black labels. I think that more aggressive tread pattern worked really good in here. Nice job. Alright guys, I'm out here in the backyard, just real quick. Snowing and freezing rain, but just wanted to run these things out here. Get some sort of an idea of how they would work on the real rocks. They perform good out here. They're going to perform good anywhere. Look at that, already gripping really well. Slipping and sliding there. I get the the sidewalls to bite there. They sure look good. I really dig the look of these things. Look at that, man! Sticking on that super slippery rock right there. We get the sidewalls to catch right there. Oh, they bite. They bite. Holy cow. I'm super surprised at how these tires are doing out here. And now we got them covered in snow. Still going. Oh man, I can't wait to try these out in good conditions. I can't believe how good they're gripping on this super slippery rock out here. Oh, no way. So I'm super impressed with these tires out here. Conditions are continuing to worsen. Somehow these things are still gripping. I'm able to do all the challenge lines and all the usual lines with not much modification to my driving style with these things. Super impressive. I'm really excited to get these out on some dry conditions. They're gonna be unbelievable, I think. But this was a good first test in less than ideal conditions for sure, and they've exceeded my expectations already. Pretty significantly, I would say. Another great tire option here from Little Guy Racing Parts. The claw hammers are no joke. The NL4 competition rubber that they use on this grips so well. It's super soft and sticky. There is a little bit of a downside to that softness. The inserts in these tires is really soft. I did experience some folding on these. While they held their shape pretty well, for a heavier truck, you're going to get some body roll issues, I think. So it might be worth exploring a printed insert, a silicone insert, something to give yourself a little more sidewall stability. But overall, I think these are a great tire, and I'm super excited to try them out in some more conditions. I will be ordering 2 or 3 more sets to put them on some more rigs. I gotta say, I like that Little Guy Racing Parts has bucked the trend of going really big with their tires. It's nice to see that they've stuck with the 1-inch wheel and haven't exceeded that 63-64 millimeter size. By doing so, these tires are going to give you a scale-ish look. They're still pretty big to give you a true scale look, but hopefully we'll get these in the 57 millimeter like their other tires. But nonetheless, sticking with that 63-64, it's going to give you an oversized but realistic look on your build. And Little Guy Racing Parts continues to show us that it's not just about size, it's about the design and the compound and the whole combination when you want good tires. But these are available to order now. I will put a link in the description down below. And remember, you can save 10% on all things at littleguyracingparts.com with my discount code. And guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think of the claw hammer tires? If you've run them, what's your experience like? And as always, I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'll see you in the next video.